what was that win like for you guys yesterday? It seemed like so many different players had their hand in there and were making just timely impact plays.
Yeah, it's super satisfying to see, the work everyone puts in practice and in the film room throughout camp, throughout the weeks during the season, and to see it show up on game day. I think that's the best feeling, and then obviously to come out with the win on top of that. We're just continuing to grow together, continuing to gel, and, to get wins on top of that is awesome. We feel really good about where we're at right now.
Now you guys have a really big test ahead. I mean, 2-0 is great, but now you've got, a bigger spotlight. The Philadelphia Eagles. Just, can you put into words what it's like kind of getting ready for a team like that?
Yeah, I haven't dove into it much yet, but, just on its face, Monday Night Football against the defending NFC champs, we're going to have to bring our A game, rise to the occasion, and, they have a really good defense, and so we're going to have to prepare hard, execute every play, and we're super excited for the opportunity.
You were a pretty reliable source for Baker Mayfield, making a number of catches and heading up the field. How would you assess your performance?
I felt good. It was, a game where we knew they were going to kind of play deep, and so some of the check downs would be there for us, and so I was ready for when Baker needed me to make the plays and try and get as many yards as I could. And so it's always fun to catch the ball, but it's also fun because we stuck with the run all game just to wear them down and just keep going and execute and just as a team continue to work until we were able to put the game away.
I noticed you went back to going barehanded instead of gloves. What went into that decision?
Yeah, it was on Tuesday. I brought my gloves out to practice, and I realized I brought 2 left-handed gloves. And so I was like, all right, just throw them to the side. And then throughout practice, I just felt good catching the ball. And so I did it again the next day and felt good again. And so I just felt like going back to it. Felt good.
Kid, we knew there'd be a commitment to the run with Dave, but, you guys, 33, 34 attempts a game, that's a big load on you, and I know that's something that you've worked hard at. So how is that going? Is it with repetition you guys are starting to group that a little bit more with this offense?
Yeah, I think so, and that's something Coach Canales has talked about, just like the more reps we can get in this system, the more it'll come together, the better we'll feel about it. And so I think just sticking to the run is so important in this offense and to us developing as a group, and for us to get that amount of carries the first couple of weeks, to get those runs on tape and to study them and watch them is only going to do good things for us down the road, and obviously led to great results in the games.
It's a heavy lift for you, though, just so I can follow up, that you're not coming off the field much, and that's a physical part of the game, so now you're having to do both. How has it been from just a stamina standpoint that you've had to play that many reps?
Yeah, it's a great challenge, and I try and take pride in never asking to come out of the game. So it's just like one of those things, like you got to refocus every single play, just focus on that next rep and what you have to do to win it. And so that's really all I'm thinking about in the moment. And then, however many plays I play at the end of the game, it is what it is.
I can imagine it's pretty gratifying then for you guys to be able to run in a touchdown from a shot, a 4-yard run. Just what kind of growth have you seen from him in this offense, even year over year?
Yeah, it's been super fun coming in with Rashad and just seeing his ability right off the bat, and then just the more opportunities he's gotten throughout the time we've been here. I think we still have a lot to work on in the run game and in the red zone, but just to get a taste of that, like finishing in the end zone with the ball in Rashad's hands, we definitely need to keep doing that, and we're going to keep working at it.
Traditionally, that's not a run down, 3rd and goal down there. So when it came in, are you thinking, all right, let's stay with it, let's grease these guys? What was it kind of surprising?
Yeah, we've talked about just how the best red zone teams in the NFL they're going to run the ball. So that's something we want to be our identity, and to be able to do that in a game when the competitive juices are flowing, and the defense is doing everything they can to get you out of the end zone. It's a great test, and we're gonna stick to it.
You played 97% of the snaps in the first 2 games, like what Rick was talking about before. So how are you feeling after the games? There's just a ton of ice involved.
Yeah, there's ice, there's laying down. No, I feel good. It's, we talk about, one of my coaches in college said, like, after a game you lose and you play a lot, you hurt. But if you win, it's like a sweet pain, So thankfully, we've had the sweet pain the last couple weeks, and hopefully that keeps going.
What can you say about Baker
Last question.
in this offense and just the way he's kind of, feels like each week he and Dave are getting more and more on the same page, and it seems like he is continuing to make this his own.
Yeah, I think, you can practice all the looks you want in practice throughout the week, but you can't account for every look. And so just with Baker on game day, you just see so he studies throughout the week, obviously, but you get to play and they give you a different look than you expect. His creativity and athleticism, it shows up throughout the game and gives us, I think, an advantage to where we're able to steal a play here and there, steal some yards here and there, and it makes a difference. So it's been super fun to just see him do his thing, and it's going to be a fun year.
All right, that's all for Cade. Thanks, Cade. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.